Today is March 31, 11:10 a.m. We're making a follow-up video on Netflix. Since we are closing our position, we saw unusual options on March 27 on this date, and we made a video about this. It was trading at about 327, and since then, in about 4 days, has gone up about 4%. So the options we saw originally, they were actually this option here, and people were lots of call buying at this expiration day, which is today, and they were buying it for about 115, but today it actually is not much worth anything because it has decayed with the theta and has not hit the strike price because it's 357 and we're at 340 right now. So actually it was a loss if you followed exactly the unusual options that they did. So that's why you always have to have a strategy in mind and not just blindly buy whatever everybody else is buying. You also have to have a good strategy. So we had something else. If you remember, ours was a diagonal. This was our trade where we were buying the 352s, and then instead of buying the 357s, we were actually selling it. You see here, we were selling it. So, and we had paid 381 for them originally. And so today, if we were to sell them, it's 541. So if you take that, the value of that now today is 541. So subtracted by the 381, it's $1.60. So for options, you multiply by 100, so it's $160. Divided by that, the initial investment of 381 gives us 41, about 42, right? Multiplied by 100 for the percentage profit. So we made about 41.99% on this trade, about 42%. So that's pretty good in 4 days. You'll see our position here. Here it was on that video we made on March 27. We bought the 352s, and then instead of buying those calls we saw on the unusual options, we sold the 357s here. So we're going to be closing that today because this part of the leg is expiring and those unusual options are also expiring. And so this has been quite a nice profitable trade for us in just 4 days, you see here. If you haven't watched that video we made on the state, watch that so you learn how we did this and learn the trade strategy we implemented instead of just following all the call buying that was unusually seen on that day. So that's very important, because if you had bought those, they would not be profitable. So the strategy we constructed, this diagonal, was more profitable. Turned a profit even without hitting that strike price. It's at 340, so that was at 357, all the way up there. So we did pretty well on this one, 42%. All right, so we'll put the link of that video that we made on March 27 on the links below, and at the end of this video, you can also click also directly to that video. All right, take care, everybody, and good luck and have a great weekend.